changing a gear today. A while back I did some of the U.S. here and the landscape, and I'm just changing gears and going to Kurtland Air Force Base for the heck of it. And, my video on the picture in the picture, this particular one I pointed out looks like, depicting somebody holding something in the air, I believe there's a significance with all of this because this is, I think it's like the fifth largest in the world or something like that. I mean, don't quote me on it. I'm not here to give you a history lesson. Couple things I want to touch on, and I actually wrote them down before I even continue. Every scientist out there, pretty much talks of beings in between handheld size to like 15, and then it starts getting gray. But this particular site, I'm seeing people in between 3 foot and I'll say 15. And if we dive in here into the mountains off of Kurtland, actually, when I dove into this, because there's a million hangars at this place, it's pretty extensive place here. But I just kind of went down the road, man. I mean, and there's a lot of them. This is the point. You got to check that. I can't, it's literally impossible. I mean, I could pick like 2 square miles and it would take 3 hours to go through it, man. That's how much you're missing here. You're going to find, which is going to bring me to my second point. First one being the size. Second one being navigation. You're going to find problems going on here. And there's several places on Google Earth where it literally will not let you place a mark where you want it to. I came across another instance of this a couple of days ago doing a video on the island off of Antarctica there. Navigation gets difficult here. What I can tell you what's going on here is there's like 1 billion people out here, man. They hide it very well, and the navigation gets tough because they do not want you to see what's going on here. They pixelate the heck out of it like everything else, but even your navigation starts going haywire. So let's see how far. I'm just going to start here and see how far I can go before the thing sucks me in. There it goes. All right, I'm just going to have to stop there. I'll bring it down here. Plenty of times I've gotten in closer, man. I'm just trying to move along here. But if you look at this, and I'm going to have to say that this is a V-winged craft. Here's a end of a wingtip. Here's the front of it, and then it goes back. And this is only like 20 feet, I think, if I remember. But they pile they make it a pile of trees on top of it, so you can't see it. But check it out, and I'm telling you, the navigation gets tough right here, man. It'll flip you out into another mountain if you click off of the ground or something. It gets kind of crazy, but this is a V-shaped craft with a bunch of trees. You look over here. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here's 4 craft right here. This one here, I believe, is only like 3 feet. I don't understand the significance of all of this. It's kind of crazy. But what you do see, and I guess I have to say this episode's for the advanced user because they're manipulating the heck out of it, man. But if you spend enough, time on Google Earth, you know what you're looking for and what they do. Because I can tell you right here, this is a typical dwelling you see all over Antarctica and everywhere else. You can see the pillars. There's flat tops and there's dome shapes, and I mean they just literally litter the countryside. But this is really difficult, man. There is stuff all over the place. I just know that there's a lot of people over here, man. I'm going to get into, because I can already see I'm running out of time. I think this is an area of my concern. Actually, I think I'm going to go over to here, see what I can do. There's so much I can't show you. All right, stop. A little too much. All right. This is the tricky part of it all, man. You know, you look here, here's a craft right here, which brings me to my third point for today, and I see a lot in Antarctica. But I'm seeing it here as well. Not strictly Antarctica, but they use it extensively, man. What they're doing here, here's a craft. There's all kinds of stuff going on in here, and I'm not even going to move it. I just want you to, fixate on this for a little while because it continues in other areas here. But they literally take a picture overlay of whatever is going on just to cover it up. They don't necessarily give it all, and it's tough. I can see back here, there's, if I can move it a little bit, here's a craft. They literally throw an overlay over the picture so you can't see it. There's craft and dwellings. They litter the countryside, man. They are just everywhere. Check it out for yourself. This one's very difficult. Navigation will go haywire. But until next time.